Keeping an eye on your money, Illinois' public pensions are estimated to be one of the worst funded across the U.S. for the fiscal year 2023.
That's right, Jane. This is an ongoing crisis that has continuously hurt Illinois taxpayers. Our Mackenzie Lepore is working for you with what trends are taking place across the state and beyond.
Now, year after year, most Americans save a bit of their paycheck and put that money into a retirement fund, also known as a pension plan. This plan is something an employer can access after they retire from their position. Now, when looking at data from across the country, Illinois is ranked as one of the lowest in the country for funding their employees' pensions. We spoke to nonprofits who specialize in pension research, and they described this as a multi-decade problem.
That pensions work for some and they don't work for others.
Anthony Randazzo at Equitable Institute shares the concerns Illinois taxpayers have when dealing with the pension crisis.
Leaving it alone does not make it go away. So I understand as a taxpayer myself that the idea of having my tax dollars go to something like pay down pension debt is not the way I want my tax dollars to be spent. But simply reducing the amount of money that goes into these systems doesn't solve any problems. It is one of the reasons Illinois is in its troubles today.
Randazzo states that the push taxpayers should be focusing on is not to have less money go into the pension, but to have a more thoughtful plan on rearranging state dollars to fund the pension plans.
So what the state of Michigan decided to do is they decided to say, enough, we're not putting any new employees into these systems. We're going to build new plans going forward that are built for the 21st century, that have flexibility, that make sure that they actually provide retirement security, but that aren't handcuffing us in terms of how we manage these systems going forward.
According to Bryce Hill with Illinois Policy, Michigan isn't the only state on the right path.
We've seen pension reform in Wisconsin. We've seen pension reform in Ohio, just to point to a couple of Midwestern states. But I think the most comparable example we have for what has to happen in Illinois is Arizona.
Hill shares that Arizona changed their pension clause, and that has set them up for success.
What ended up happening there was that lawmakers and union leaders both came to the table because they realized that the pension system was not going to be viable in the future if they continued down this road.
So what does this mean for Illinois? Create a new pension plan for the 21st century, move around money in the state's budget. There's still a ways to go to fund Illinois' pension crisis. Reporting in studio, I'm Mackenzie Lepore.